like period. On my black, brown, and indigenous. Gotta holler if you really feeling this. Gotta holler if you really real enough. Other rappers is delirious. Yeah, it's really that serious. Better holler if you really feeling me. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna live in abundance. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna. I gotta keep it 100. We gotta stop all the stunting. You know we coming from nothing. Yo, you talking about money, you bluffing. We gotta do something different. We gotta change how we live in. We gotta do better for women. We gotta do better for children. We gotta listen to victims, whether Jewish or Muslim or Christian. It doesn't matter your religion. You gotta stand against the system, or else you just another villain. How you just sitting there chilling?
Yeah. How are you just sitting there chilling? Thank you, Elias Ali. Peace, everybody. Peace. My name is JabariVOCPodcast, and welcome to another podcast. We have another special guest, and I met this brother when I was covering Zakara's show, life-changing show. Got new life-changing connections. Shouts out to Everything Different. I want to give a shout out to her. She's gonna come on the show one day, but I met this other young brother here, and he is a very amazing artist here in New Haven. We're gonna try to center more New Haven artists. I love talking to people around the world. I do, but I want to talk to people in the area that is talented as hell too, which is what I've been trying to do for this season. So shout out to everybody that's been bumping with this season. And to everybody that heard the podcast with the homie. Oh my God. Hey, why is this slipping? Why is her name slipping? I just had her on the show. I can't even think of her freaking name right now. What the heck is wrong with me? She's gonna hear this and gonna say something. Kingsley. Like, I can't even think of Kingsley's name right now. But the homie Kingsley came through. Great interview. Definitely go watch that. Definitely go watch the Helen interview too. Helen was very, very dope. Definitely gonna have the live streams popping on TikTok. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget. And without further ado, we're gonna get Oyeti on. I hope I said your name correctly.
Yeah, you did. You got it.
Oyeti, what's up, man?
Appreciate you having me, man.
Yo, I love the background too. Looks amazing.
Thank you. I'm in my boy's studio right now, so
word.
Gave me the spotlight for a little bit. Yeah, actually, I don't have a set date. The thing is that Kendrick and Drake, they took all the attention away from everyone. So like, I was trying to post this month to stay consistent, but they kind of messed me up. So they got me thinking, like, do I even post this month? Like, what do I do? So, but no, always working.
Yo, I feel you on that. Yeah. Real quick, who you think won?
Kendrick, obviously Kendrick. I like Kendrick from the jump. There's no question.
Yeah, that guy is a mastermind.
Yeah, I knew that was the one person that Drake did not want to get into beef with, because the man is a genius. He's a lyrical genius. The meanings behind his songs are just so well thought out. It's almost unmatched, you know? So yeah. I just knew it.
It was definitely a different mismatch, and I hope that people that are hip hop fans understand why rap is so important.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, I hope people understand that, because that's what it showed me. It showed that there was people that really love hip hop and they just want to dance, have a good time.
Yeah.
But they don't want to get into like the bars, the rap, the meat, the message, all that stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And that's who I think is rooting for Drake. And I'm not coming at Drake. I mean, look, I'm just a lowly podcaster. So please, anybody that hear this that loves Drake, don't think that you're going to have to come at me like how y'all been treating everybody. Y'all acting like the beehive right now. I need to chill. But like, he's just a rapper that likes to do pop hits.
Mhm.
We know he can spit,
Yeah,
but
most
Kendrick
definitely.
is in that bag 24/7.
Battle
Like,
rapper. The battle
he's
rapper.
ready for
Like, let's
smoke.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
So,
different.
yeah. I mean,
And
might have
that's
to just leave it at that because, I
right.
mean,
J. Cole backed out for a reason. I don't blame the nigga. Like,
see, yeah, no, for real.
he was like,
That's intelligent.
oh,
That's intelligence right there.
he's like, I don't really fuck with Drake like that to go to bat for this guy. But dude, all right. So you're the host of Glimpse
Yes.
of the Good Guys podcast and also
Glimpse of the Guys, GG podcast.
GG podcast, and also you have a new single coming out called Find You.
Yep.
Glimpse. So the GG podcast. How long have you guys been active?
So we actually started that almost 2 years ago. Like I think the August of September of 2022. So doing that, we started with Zoom, and we got in person finally. Like after, like I would say, maybe 6 months, because my boy was in Argentina. One of my other hosts were in New York, and then our other host was in New Jersey, and I was still here in New Haven. So we had to figure out a way to make it happen. And we just had another podcast today. So we had
and what do you guys cover?
So we cover everything, like our whole lives. You get a glimpse of the guys. So that's what it's called originally. We get a glimpse of our lives, our love lives, our perspectives on different things, like certain topics that we would talk about on a daily basis. And then we just kind of look for certain stuff that's like trending in the news that we could talk about a little bit. Or like funny stuff that we see like on Reddit, like Reddit questions, Twitter stuff. And then we try to find different guests that like our friends or people that we network with. Like I just mentioned, we just had my boy last night, Shy, just now. Like we just finished an episode.
Nice.
He's an artist from CT, and got to highlight, his path, his journey throughout the music industry, and then also his perspective on certain stuff.
Oh yeah, I definitely got to check that out, man. Got to check that out.
Definitely got to come through, get on it too.
Oh yeah, I'll pull up.
Two-way collab.
Yeah, it'll be dope. Yo, like I like that because I feel like podcast is the new radio and it gives people opportunity. I mean, this podcast started in 2020, not too long ago from you guys. So like I think it's very important to keep, this type of communication going because I think it's like the new wave and I think it's really great. And I tell everybody that podcasts, keep podcasting. We need more podcasters. We don't need less podcasters because there is a audience that will curate to your type of style. We don't need the Universal Studios or any of that. We can just do our damn selves.
Yeah. And also we do a wine talk segment too. I forgot to mention, but like that's the best part. So we do like a wine talk segment on Wednesdays. We review a wine, and then we have like a little competition with it. And whoever loses has to take a shot, and then we literally just no itinerary, no like made up questions or nothing. We just go off the top, like what's on our mind. So it's almost like a get together with just a camera in front of us,
Weird, yeah. And so we met these guys through school. Were you connect with them?
Actually, I met my friend Tyler through basketball, sophomore year of high school. And then our other host, Luciano, he met Tyler through high school. So they went to high school together. And then we just went on vacation and things clicked and we were like, yo, let's start a podcast. Word.
Yeah. That's dope, man. Yeah. Shouts out to those guys. That's really dope, man.
Yeah, and for real.
So what is some experience? I love to ask this that you learned with podcasting, especially being the fact that it's multiple you guys. Like what are some things that helped, or some tools that you learned from to keep this going?
Definitely urgency to want to make it into something big, like bigger than us. And consistency, that's a given with anything that you do. You got to stay consistent in order to grab people's attention and, hold their attention as well. and just have fun with it too. Like just be ourselves, and that's the easiest way for us to actually want to do, what we do. There's days when I'm going throughout and I'm like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. But then we built something where we can talk about that and talk about our lives, and that the ingenuity behind that. That's what kind of makes it like, all right, bet, like this is something fun that we could do, and it's
it
cool.
is definitely a lot of discipline for people that's listening. Like I want y'all to understand that it's so fucking important.
Yeah, for real. It's been a journey so far, but to fall in love with the process, that's the first step, though.
Yeah. Music wise, so you're a rapper and a singer?
Nah, just a singer. I write raps. That's how I started out, but singer right now.
Okay. Or do you have a church background?
Not really. I mean, my mom and my brother were in the choir, but it was a relatively small church. I would sit up there sometimes with them, but it wasn't really something that I dove into completely.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I always ask because I know that like a lot of us Black artists, we always come from the church 24/7.
Yeah.
That's why I learned how to sing.
I would definitely love to. I love gospel music, like its whole like aura, especially with like the choir in the background and stuff like that. That's definitely appealing. But personally, I haven't dove into that yet. But definitely want it on my tracks though.
When did you write your first song?
First good song or first song?
First song.
Like recorded and everything?
Yeah.
Okay, recorded and everything. Had to be with my boy Ty. This one is so bad, actually. Hold on. I have to see. He sent it to me a long time ago. I got to see if it's still in my this had to be back in like 2018, 19. So I think I was a freshman or sophomore in college.
Oh, wow. Started taking music seriously in college?
No, I started taking it after college. That's when I first started releasing music.
Got you.
After college. Yeah. But yeah, no, that song was terrible. I don't even want to think about that.
So what would you say would be your the song that made you feel like, oh, I got something here?
It really wasn't a song. It was just constant writing songs and then going through a breakup and feeling the need to put music out there, because that's how I that's how I expressed myself with the music and writing it out. So once I recorded those, I was like, I gotta just put it out there, and that's kind of what made me want to do it more and more.
Okay, that's interesting. So basically you had to go through something to make you want to.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of powerful music comes from. A lot of powerful music carries. I mean, even Jadakiss like said it. He waits till he goes through some shit, and then he drops bars, and then we're all just like, oh shit. But it really is like, bro, I went through some ish.
It's a testament of what you go through, because especially like when you're someone that has the music just like come out like based off what you're feeling, like you have to go through something to make you feel that way. So it's a blessing and a curse too, for the artist. But
Yeah. So do you think that's the best way that motivates you to write? Is that still a tool, or are you able to not get writer's block? And
oh no, I definitely get writer's block. Get writer's block.
That sucks.
Yeah. But that's when I feel like I'm forcing something. I've kind of come to the point where it's like, if I don't know what I want to say, I'll at least put down the melody and come back to the lyrics after. But what was the question you asked before?
Oh, I asked
before the writer's block just now.
Oh yeah, I asked Is that your only writing technique now, or do you learn other ways that inspire you to continue to write?
Oh
Basically,
yeah.
was the question. Yeah,
I
sorry,
already
I kind of said it improper the first time.
I kind of answered it. I didn't even know, but no, definitely feeling something and just like going with the first thought, like almost going with my gut on the first take of like the melody for it, and then come up with the lyrics. That's mainly my main thing. But there's sometimes when I don't have a beat behind me, and I would just like start writing out sentences and try to formulate something from there. But that's a lot harder for me though, to like
Yeah.
stay involved in, and because I'm also my biggest critic. And if it
Oh
doesn't
yeah, a
sound
lot of
appealing to me, then it's
right.
like just scratch it.
Yeah, it definitely is difficult because I understand coming from like the background of writing music. Whenever I did write something and try to add it to a beat, it there's never connected with me.
Yeah.
The only way I was able to do it if I had to hear the music first or create the music myself on my percussion instruments. So I definitely get that. Like that's a vibe that people have to understand in the music world. It's like
You drum
it's
too? You do
I do rapping, and I also write lyrics, and then I also play percussion instruments. I don't know the drum
nice.
set yet, but I know the other shit. Like
So it sounds like we got to collab on some other shit too,
Afro
other than
Cuban stuff
podcasting.
like. Oh yeah, we definitely. I mean, that'll give me a reason to get back into it. I mean, I've been podcasting a lot more after the last album that the Light Warriors and I created. And that was like a few years ago. So it would be great if I could try to get the brain meats back into music. Like
yeah, for sure.
So Bad For You, is that about Bad For You? Find You, is that about a particular person? I always got it.
Yeah, all my music is about a particular person. So far everything that I've dropped is about my ex from college. And so basically we were graduating, and I'm foreshadowing to graduation, and I'm just like, I don't know if we could do this. Like, I don't know if we could do long distance. I don't know if I should come with you. I don't want you to stay either, because I kind of want you to go out there and be your person that you grow to be. And after making all those decisions, Find You is kind of like the moment where I regret it all. And it's almost like I have a manic episode. Like, she's gone and she's out there living. I don't know what she's doing, but my only goal right now is to find her through the music and to get back to where we were. But it's just like I said, it's a manic episode almost. I feel like it's my most expressive song, where I'm giving my all to the mic, giving it all to her. It's just my most powerful song so far. But yeah.
Oh no, I appreciate you being open on that. That's deep. You know what I mean? I mean,
man.
it's how do we as men deal with these situations like that? You know what I mean? I really don't know. I would be like, oh my God, like
I would usually just hold it in. And like I said, the music is the way for me to express myself. So that's why I love it so much. It's not really like something that I'm trying to get rich off or anything like that. It's more of like a sanity thing for me, how I stay sane, how I keep going throughout the days.
No, that's absolutely dope. That's really dope.
Thank you, man.
What is another song that people should listen to that gives a good vibe of you and your artistry?
Music to My Ears. That was the second one that I ever dropped. That's my most bouncier song too, because I remember I was doing some yard work and like shoveling rocks from the front of my driveway to the back, and I was like listening to beats by this producer, Kenneth English, and he actually produced Find You as well. And that one came on, Music to My Ears came on, and I was just like, while I'm shoveling and stuff, and just spontaneous.
Oh, weird.
So, yeah.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, I had to record that one and drop that. So,
word. And you're an independent artist?
Yeah, yep. I plan to stay that way too, because it's best.
You don't want to make a label?
It's got to be a really good deal. Honestly, it's got to be a really good deal.
Oh
Because
yeah, man.
I love working for myself and having the freedom to do that.
Right.
But obviously, the bag is tempting.
Oh, we tell people on the show all the time, all the musicians I've had on the show, man, that label shit is crazy. If it ain't a good deal, just
Yeah,
stay independent. Like, I
yeah,
mean, for instance, what we did with Light Warriors, High Frequency Records was the independent label under Eric. Um, and I feel like if we were under a real label, like we would have broke apart sooner because of
that
everyone's
happens.
crazy schedules, stuff like that.
Yeah,
And then you feel like it's not worth it at the end of the day with because this 360 deals, all these things, you're gonna have to end up paying that back. Why not
yeah,
get as big as you can independent? And then if a deal is right, do it or just start your own label. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Just there's so many labels out here in New Haven that I wish was big. Like so many like Old Crime Productions. I used to work with them before. Shouts out to Old Crime. So many good labels, like just street labels that could be big. Shouts out to Dark Crystal. They like a promoter and they got so many artists and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like it's like how much time do you have? And then they'll try to rush you. Take your time. You
Yeah,
got to
music
feel
is
this music.
timeless.
Right.
If you want timeless music, you got to take your own time. And that's what I
Yeah.
realized throughout my whole like writing experience, my music career. Like, oh, it could take me an hour to write a song. It could take me 3 years to write a song. So it all depends.
Oh
How
yeah.
serious are you with it, and how much you want to give into it?
Mm-hmm. And then it might change over time too. Like you think it's the one melody, and then you're like, man, let me switch that up, or maybe add that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's a process, guys. It's a journey.
You gotta fall in love with it. You gotta fall in love with it.
It's like going in the yellow brick road. So in the stage of your life right now, do you feel more? I mean, you already answered the question. Well, but when does your music become therapy and business? Can that be balanced?
Honestly, it's therapy once you're putting your pen to the paper or your thumbs to the phone when you're typing. But the business part, that's the part that you kind of have to really lock in on. And you're not always going to make the right choices, but be firm in your decisions, and always have stuff in writing too. That's one of my biggest mistakes that I had early on. But
I was a victim to it too, man. I started rapping at a young age, man, and thought these people that was helping me out, they're not here right now. Where they at?
That's what Kanye always said. Learn to move in a room full of vultures.
Yeah.
They might be your friends for the amount of time that you're trying to sign a deal or like whatever you're trying to do, and once they get what they want, then peace. They're out.
What is your entrepreneur endeavors? Oh, you got. Sorry,
I'm sorry.
I interrupt you.
Yeah,
go ahead. My bad.
I forgot what else I was gonna say.
Damn it.
Nah, my fault. My fault. I should have just let you. Out. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say never pay for a playlist. I think that was my first ever mistake.
You want to share it?
Yeah, definitely. Because I don't have the song on Apple Music or Spotify anymore. For that main reason too. Kind of ate at me like with guilt, But when I first dropped it, this was like back in 2022. It's called Comfortable, and it was a nice song, but this is my first ever song that I released, and I seen this one person. It was a scam on Instagram, I believe. Like someone that DM'd me, and he was like, "Yo, $75 for Spotify plays. You get on a Spotify playlist." I was like, $75, all right, that's nothing. Like, cool, all right, bet. So I sent him the Cash App, and then he puts me on a playlist with songs like "Going Bad" by Meek Mill, Controller, Drake. I'm just like, why am I out of all people on a playlist with, you know, all these big artists?
Yeah. Wow.
So that's what made me kind of skeptical. $75.
Oh,
yeah.
75.
Yeah. And then I was like, well, it just confused me, made me skeptical. And then I was actually watching a Spotify playlist. What's it called? What are those live sessions called? Like a Spotify playlist group session.
Oh, I don't know.
Masterclass. It was like a masterclass or something like that. Something like that. And one of the biggest things was never pay for playlists. Like never pay to get on a playlist. If you pay to get on a playlist, it's not real. It's fake. And I realized that because I was like getting streams in Phoenix, and I was like, I don't know anyone in Phoenix, so who's bumping my music in Phoenix? And then I was like, all right, I made like that was my biggest mistake, you know, as a naive youngin coming into the game, and that really kind of grinded my gears a little bit with that. But yeah, we move on, we get better.
Was you able to get the song off?
Yeah, off Apple Music and Spotify and everything. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's still on SoundCloud if you guys want to bump it.
Where SoundCloud is the shit. That's the ear to the streets, I always say.
Yeah. I got a lot more songs on SoundCloud. So.
Oh yeah, word. Then I'm gonna check out your SoundCloud.
Yeah.
SoundCloud is really, really nice. I like its algorithm and everything. It's pretty dope.
A hidden treasure for real.
Yeah, and so many greats come from SoundCloud as well too. So
me and my boy were literally just talking about like how SoundCloud wave is coming back, like how trends of SoundCloud are coming back, like not just like he was saying, like not just like Lil Pump vibes or nothing like that, like actual, you know, good songs that people can bump on the regular. So that's good to hear.
I'm gonna have to re-download that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. I mean, when we talk about like the mistakes and stuff like that, it's very, very important for artists to share what kind of like shit that they went through as being an artist, because there's just so many scams out there. And I'm so happy that that you didn't get your music stolen, you know what I mean? And then like they try to patent it or some shit, like not patent, but copyright it, like I own this now and all stuff like that. Like all these type of scams that just come on. There was a scam called Coast to Coast. You ever heard of it? Coast to Coast?
No.
Just like, so Coast to Coast used to be like this promoter where they have you on stage with these famous people or stuff like that. But there was times where those people like Ludacris or something didn't show up, and you already paid like $400 to perform. You got a CD, and it's like nobody there. Sometimes it's crazy. Like
it sounds like the Fire Festival that Nelly tried, or right? Is that what it was?
Nah, that was different, but it was a scam just like this. Just like Coast to Coast definitely was a scam. Nah, but like that was crazy because I was going to do it, and I was like, "Yo, I'm about to drop this 300, and I'm about to go fucking ham up in New York and shit like that." And shouts out to Jonathan Ruiz because he was one of the guys that pulled me aside. Everybody's rooting for me. They're like, "Yo, we about to go see you in New York." And then he's like, "Yo, come here, man." And he's a DJ too. He's like, "Well, Coast to Coast. You might as well just start doing these shows at the bars that you've been doing. Just keep doing that." And I'm like, "Why?" It's about exposure. Like, son, they're gonna get $400 out of you. You ain't gonna get no exposure. Like, you're not.
That's how it is.
And I was mad. And then somebody went that I knew, and they told me the shit was trash. Thank God I didn't go.
Yeah, for real, man. For real. There's scammers out here, but people got to make their money somehow. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you
gotta respect the hustle, but at the same time, you got to be aware.
You got to. So like,
I'm happy it was only $75 I dropped on my shit, but
man, $75 is. I mean, it's still sad, but it's better than nothing.
I know.
That's a dodge. It could have been your life savings or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man, I'm about to have you up here with Drake and all of them.
Yeah.
You're gonna look like a new signed artist, man. Now you mentioned that you're an entrepreneur. Did you go to school for entrepreneurship? Like a business degree?
No, I went to school for health sciences actually. I
Oh,
couldn't
okay.
see myself doing anything other than health.
What part in health?
Just general health sciences.
Okay.
So it's like I dabbled in. I had a lot of classes, bro. That shit was treacherous for me. And then also
What kind of job do you get out of it?
So right now I'm actually getting into a medical device sales job.
Mhm.
So that's gonna be my newest venture. Get a little more income coming in, and then
Nice.
still do what I do now. You know, go around networking with people, and now I'll be able to network with surgeons. You never know who they know.
Yeah.
And just building relationships with people. So I'm excited.
Word. Now on the entrepreneur scale, like what are you doing as an entrepreneur, and what gave you like direction? So like a two-part question. What are you doing as an entrepreneur, and what made you want to pursue entrepreneurship?
Well, obviously, having a brand as an artist, and then a host as on a podcast, that's entrepreneurship right there.
Yep.
But my ultimate goal with this is to have a songwriting academy for kids. Because I feel like from my experience, when I was growing up, I kind of lost my interest in writing altogether when I was like 12 or 11. And that's when I felt like I was most curious about life itself. But I kind of just got steered away from that, basketball, sports, friends, and so I feel like to have that ability to write and express yourself at a young age, that's a powerful gift that not a lot of people have. And I just want kids to know, like, that's cool. Like, you grow up and you're like, oh no, don't show people like who you are, like none of that. But it's cool to know who you are. You don't necessarily have to tell people about it. You could write it down and whatnot, but as long as you know who you are, then no one can take that away from you.
I like that. I like that idea. That's definitely something that a lot of kids, especially from like the inner city, definitely can like benefit off of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's really dope. And so basically, like, everybody always says that, like, oh, by a certain year, 2050 or something like that, I want to be this, want to be that. Vision boards, stuff like that. I feel like I freak out when I see vision boards, stuff like that. But how do you stay focused? What keeps you towards your goals besides writing music?
Just honestly, just falling in love with the process. And what that entails is every time there's something to do, you're out there working, networking with people. And there's a lot of times when I'll like feel like, oh, I'm tired. Like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't want to do that. I still have to get up and go do it. Not because someone else is telling me, but because I know that it's going to benefit me in the long run. And just like the other day, we were at at Fredo Bang's music video. I didn't want to go there, but I was like, this is an opportunity for me to meet people, meet more people. And that's exactly what happened. And we got to go to the studio afterwards, which is awesome. So
wait, whose studio? I mean, what artist?
Fredo Bang.
Fredo Bang. That sounds familiar.
Yeah. He's
Is
got
that drill rapper?
Yeah, a little bit. He's a mix of, everything. But
okay.
Yeah. Shout out him because he didn't have to be out here in CT and doing that. So, but he was, and he put the state on with that. But or showed up to the state, I should say. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, just doing what I love when I don't love it in those moments, and just staying focused on that. Because you were just saying, like, people have the time frame of when they want to do what they want to do. I honestly don't. I really don't. I just kind of take every opportunity that I see, and if it's beneficial for me, then I'm gonna do that.
God bless them. By the way, I wasn't trying to knock nobody that's listening, saying, "Oh, this motherfucker don't like people that have a plan." I'm like, I don't get
Yeah,
it, but life happens.
yeah, no,
When
definitely.
when I was my brother's age, and he's like what 24, 23, one of those, I was thinking totally different than how I'm thinking now in my 30s. And when I was a little
You're
kid,
30.
32,
I thought you were
32.
like 25.
Oh, thank you, bro.
I'm not even joking. I'm like, holy shit. All right.
Now I'm OG.
Weird, right? Bet.
But
Fire.
like, you're like, life happens. And I think
Mm-hmm.
they don't teach that properly. I don't know why my camera is fogging out right now, but we're just going to go with the fog real quick
Yeah,
because I don't know what to do about that.
it's all
But
good.
life happens. And like, you don't know what's going to happen in the future. You're going to have to adjust. So, like, I feel like school needs to start teaching these kids, like, listen, don't just fall right into something if you don't feel that you want to do that. You know, process, get to know yourself, see what your interest is. They'll just sign your life away to, thousands of dollars in debt in the future. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah,
not everybody's going to make it, but they need like a chance to like, oh, maybe I should pick up a trade or something. Like we should have a venture year for these kids or something like that. It's like this is my venture year, and I get to go around and see all these trades, all these opportunities, dancing, acting, whatever. And then I get to choose what I want at the end of the year. You know what I
no,
mean?
they
We should have
should.
some shit like that.
They should for real. Like it's so important too because you got to realize that the kids are the future, right? And if we teach them those skills early on, you're just providing a much easier path for the world to, you know, evolve in a sense and just get better.
Right. Right. So that's why I definitely like appreciate that and I hope that you do get a chance to open up like a music writing school for kids. Like I definitely gonna be referring some badass kids to you. I'll let you know that right now. Like this little motherfucker, he he bad, but he can rap. He just needs some guidance.
And the thing is too, like I don't enjoy being around kids too much, you know. But I figured if I could teach them something that I love to do, then maybe we can, you know, connect by that.
Right,
So,
right. So what you got next going on for you, bro?
like I said, once this Kendrick Drake stuff pass over, I'm about to drop some more stuff. But we don't know when that's gonna happen. Kendrick's probably dropping something as we speak. I don't know. You never know.
So
So
scary.
you think you're in the clear, and then he's like,
So fucking scary. What you got in mind? Oh, do you have the name of the song?
yeah. So it's called Only Yours.
Okay.
It's essentially it's the early part of my project, All of Lasting Eternity. I've dropped 4 songs from that project so far. I'm gonna do it by singles first, and then drop the whole project all together. Um, but I'm trying to work out a vision of how I should, or a plan of how I should drop the singles. And so far, what I've come to is that kind of tunneling it in, going from the good parts of the relationship to the bad part, good part, bad part, good part. So Only Yours is about me realizing that she's the only person that I see right now. She's the reason why I feel safe. I'm gonna give her anything that I can, and it's a really simp song, I would say.
We
'Cause
need that back, bro.
Yeah, yeah, it's really simpy,
You don't
but
see a lot of that nowadays. We
yeah,
need that back.
yeah, I love it though. I love it.
Right. What do you say about R&B nowadays?
What do I say about them?
Yeah. What do you think R&B is strong nowadays?
I just think it's not looked at as much. It's more focused on other stuff that's not really beneficial to music, like just yada yada yada, and
Yeah.
I wish R&B was more centered in the music world. So to put my music out there, I just hope that people would listen to it and understand that it's coming from, more than just a business perspective. It's coming from my heart. So
Right. And last question and stuff. I see that you guys operate at the arts gallery, the table.
Yeah, the table and gallery.
Yeah,
We actually have an event there.
Are you
on
like
Saturday.
a partner? Do you like or
Nah. Nope.
Oh, you just be chilling there.
Yeah.
I thought you like part owned it or something.
No, I met Sanal there
Mhm.
earlier in the year, and we kind of just connected really well.
Nice.
And we hosted our first JabariVOCPodcast event there about
Nice.
2 months ago, and from there we just been collaborating more with people, and that's the point of the table and gallery, is to bring people together to collaborate and network with each other.
Yeah, very, very beautiful spot. I was like, damn, this down the street from me. This is crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, yo, Oyeti, bro. I don't want to take up more of your time, man. I think this was a really great interview, and I appreciate you coming on the show, man.
Appreciate you having me, man. And also, we're hosting an event at the Table and Gallery May 18th. It's a put up or shut up for artists to come through. It's a freestyle cipher, group freestyle cipher to see who works well together, who doesn't. So it's more of like a networking event for people. So definitely come through if you're in the area. May 18th, 1209 Chapel Street, Table and Gallery, 8 to 11.
Okay, I'm definitely going to add that to my calendar, because that's definitely something I'm interested in. And I'll bring my camera too, because I do photography, guys. I'm going to keep telling you all that on this damn show.
Y'all need to tap in with him.
Nobody be hitting me up. Y'all need to hit me up. You want some free, not free. You want some good prices. All right. Free my ass. You want some good prices. So I'm going to pull up.
That's
all
crazy.
Right. Make sure I add it. All right, I'm gonna have to fix that because I messed up. But all right, you said 8 to 11. I'm in here.
8 to 11.
Like I said, I'm down the street. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
man. You got any last words before we head out, man?
Yeah, y'all. If you don't know what you want to do, just keep on doing you. That's it. Just be the best version of yourself. Be yourself, and it'll come to you. Gotta put you on the right path, and just fall in love with the process. Don't even think of the outcome. Just have a goal, fall in love with the process. Keep going. Get to it.
Thank you, brother. I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. Definitely a friend of the show. Can't wait to chop it up with you guys. I look forward to that as well, too. Hopefully, I can learn something, too, because I really love your video editing styles and stuff like that. So I definitely want to chop it up and learn how I can add that experience to my podcast. So I want to thank you so much for coming on and looking forward to seeing you in the future, brother, with a lot of different shit, especially May 18th.
Appreciate y'all. And definitely go check out GG Podcast, Glimpse of the Guys, GG Podcast.
Yep.
It's actually edited by Law Media. So they do a great job doing what they do. And
Word.
Yeah.
I'll definitely put the link in the description below so people can check that out too. Without further ado, my name is JabariVOCPodcast. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Definitely follow Oyeti as well too. His link will be in the description below as well too, and check out his music, check out his podcast, everything else. And have a good day. I'll see you later, bro.
Peace out, bro.
Blank period, yeah. On my black, brown, and indigenous. Gotta holler if you really feeling this. Gotta holler if you really real enough. Other rappers is delirious. Yeah, it's really that serious. Better holler if you really feeling me. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna live in abundance. I gotta keep it 100, ayy. If you don't like it, then fuck it, ayy. We gonna win in the end, yeah, we gonna. I gotta keep it 100. We gotta stop all the stunting. You know we coming from nothing. Yo, you talking about money, you bluffing. We gotta do something different. We gotta change how we live in. We gotta do better for women. We gotta do better children. We gotta listen to victims, whether Jewish or Muslim or Christian. It doesn't matter your religion. You gotta stand against the system, or else you just another villain. How you just sitting